Every business is now running on AI. The question is no longer whether to use it, it's which one actually moves the needle. ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini are the three platforms dominating the conversation in 2025, but they are not the same tool with different logos. Each one has a fundamentally different strengths, different privacy postures, and a different sweet spot for your business. Today we're breaking down all three so you can stop guessing and start building with the right one. Let's get into it. The AI assistant market for business crossed $18 billion in 2026 and is growing faster than any software category in history. Gartner estimates that by 2026, over 80% of enterprise knowledge workers will use AI assistants daily. But the dirty secret: most businesses are using the wrong tool for their actual needs. They pick whatever their employees already know, not what fits the workflow. The difference between the right AI and the wrong one isn't marginal, it's hours per week per person. Studies show the right AI tool for a specific task can cut completion time by 40 to 65%. So let's look at what each platform actually does well. Quick one before we dive in: what AI does your team actually use at work right now? Drop it in the comments. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or something else entirely? I read every single one. Let's start with ChatGPT from OpenAI. ChatGPT is the tool that put AI assistants on the map, and it's still the most recognized name in the space. For businesses, the real power comes from GPT-4o, OpenAI's flagship model that handles text, images, and voice in one interface. The standout features for business use are data analysis with the built-in code interpreter, custom GPTs that you can train on your own documents and workflows, and deep integrations across thousands of apps through the ChatGPT API. The team plan gives you a shared workspace, admin controls, and a guarantee that your conversations won't be used to train OpenAI's models. The ChatGPT ecosystem is massive. There are plugins, custom GPTs built by third parties, and a marketplace of tools already integrated. If your team needs a versatile Swiss Army knife that can do a little bit of everything, ChatGPT is the default choice. Now the downsides. ChatGPT's context window is 128,000 tokens, solid, but not the largest in this comparison. For businesses dealing with very long documents, legal contracts, or massive data files, that limit shows up. The free tier is heavily throttled, and the Plus plan at $20 per month gives you GPT-4o access but limited usage. The team plan is $30 per user per month, and enterprise pricing is custom, which usually means expensive. There's also been criticism around consistency. GPT-4o is excellent at many tasks but can be less predictable on complex reasoning chains. And while the team plan protects your data, the free tier defaults to training data, which is a concern for businesses handling sensitive information. Next up is Claude from Anthropic, and this is the tool that's been quietly winning in business environments that require precision. Claude's defining advantage is its approach to long documents. With a 200,000 token context window, Claude can process an entire book, a full legal contract, a lengthy research report, or a large code base, and reason about all of it simultaneously. The writing quality is consistently cited as the best of the three. Claude produces prose that reads like it was written by a careful human writer, not AI-formatted output with bullet points and headers everywhere. For businesses doing content creation, proposals, client communications, or any text-heavy work, that quality difference is noticeable. Anthropic's constitutional AI approach also means Claude is less likely to hallucinate or confidently produce wrong answers. And critically for business use, Anthropic's policy is that it does not train on your data by default, even on paid plans. That's a meaningful distinction for sensitive work. The catch with Claude: it doesn't have the same ecosystem breadth as ChatGPT, fewer third-party integrations, no built-in image generation, and the plugin marketplace is smaller. Claude also doesn't have a code interpreter for data analysis built into the chat interface the same way ChatGPT does. The Pro plan is $20 per month and gives you good access to Claude 3.7 Sonnet. The Team plan is $30 per user per month with enhanced controls. Enterprise is custom. For businesses that need extensive app integrations or built-in data visualization, Claude requires more setup work to get there. And for pure speed on simple tasks, it can feel slightly more deliberate than ChatGPT's snappy responses. Now let's talk about Gemini from Google, and this one is seriously underrated in the business context. Gemini's killer advantage is its integration with Google Workspace. If your business runs on Gmail, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Meet, or Google Drive, Gemini is embedded directly into those tools. You can ask Gemini to summarize your last 10 emails from a specific client, draft a proposal from notes in your Drive, analyze a spreadsheet and generate a chart, or pull action items from a meeting transcript. No copy-pasting, no context switching. It all happens inside the tools your team already uses every day. Gemini also has the longest context window in this group, 1 million tokens on Gemini 1.5 Pro. That's not a typo. 1 million tokens means you can upload an entire database, a massive code base, or hundreds of documents and work across all of them at once. For research-heavy businesses, that's transformative. The downsides: Gemini's output quality for pure writing tasks doesn't match Claude's polish. It's functional and accurate, but the pros can feel more mechanical. For businesses not on Google Workspace, the integration advantage evaporates. Gemini without the Workspace connection is just a solid AI assistant, not a transformational one. There have also been some early reliability issues with certain Gemini features, and Google's enterprise AI history has included a few high-profile stumbles that have made some procurement teams cautious. Pricing is competitive. Gemini Advanced at $20 per month, and Google Workspace Business AI add-ons that bundle Gemini into existing plans. Enterprise pricing for the full Gemini for Google Workspace experience varies by plan. Let's put them side by side where it matters most. Writing quality, Claude wins. It produces the most natural human quality output, especially for long-form content, proposals, and communications. ChatGPT is excellent and more consistent than earlier versions. Gemini is capable but more utilitarian. Document analysis, Gemini leads with its 1 million token context window. Claude handles 200,000 tokens with exceptional reasoning. ChatGPT handles 128,000 tokens well with code interpreter for data. Integrations, ChatGPT wins on breadth with its plugin ecosystem. Gemini wins on depth if you're in Google Workspace. Claude has solid API integrations, but a smaller out-of-the-box ecosystem. Data privacy, all three protect your data on paid plans, but Claude has the clearest no training on your data policy. Anthropic's entire business model is built around enterprise trust. Pricing, all three start at $20 per month on Pro tiers. Teams and Enterprise are $25 to $30 per user per month across the board. If this is helping you figure out which AI fits your business, smash that like button and subscribe to Operator Stack. We drop deep dives on business tools every single week. So which AI should your business actually use? Here's the framework. If your team lives in Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Drive, and you want AI that's already inside the tools you use every day, go with Gemini. The integration alone makes it a no-brainer. If your business produces a lot of written content, proposals, reports, client communications, long-form analysis, and you need AI output that doesn't read like AI, go with Claude. The writing quality and the data privacy posture are both best in class. If you need the most versatile tool, something that can handle coding, data analysis, image generation, customer-facing GPTs, and connects to hundreds of third-party apps, go with ChatGPT. The ecosystem is unmatched. The honest answer for most businesses: start with one, get good at it, then add a second tool where your primary tool falls short. ChatGPT for versatility and customer-facing work. Claude for internal documents and sensitive analysis. Gemini for anything inside Google Workspace. They're not mutually exclusive. That's the full breakdown. Drop a comment with which AI your team is going with, and subscribe to Operator Stack for more deep dives on the tools that actually move business forward. See you in the next one.